Hello, Tarot Tube. Tarot Tube finger wheel. It's me, Commentia, also known as Linda. And I'm here today to do a tag that DarkFaeTarot started a couple of weeks ago about oracle decks that give you support. I forget what her exact words were, but you know, it's affirmations, very positive, supportive oracle decks. So doing a VR hashtag. So let's start with the one I've had the longest, and this is the Louise Hay Power Thought cards, the OG, the Hay behind Hay House, Louise Hay. And these I've been using for, let's see, I'll change my angle a little bit. These I've been using for, I don't know, let's go with over 20 years. And each one of these messages on these cards has got it's something on both sides. This is a good one for me right now in my life. Yeah, I think I'm going to actually take this out and put it on the fridge for a while. Yeah, so each one of these cards, it's just sort of this fun, very colorful colorway. And it's super positive, super optimistic. Now, I know that this deck, for some people, I know, some people talk about toxic positivity. And I suppose it just depends on where you are. But these, that's interesting. I didn't know I had a blank one in here. This is like more than one deck that I put together because I had several. These are all super, super positive. And I have been with people who pulled a card and just said, but I like them. I just like them. I like the typeface. I like the colors. I just think they're super, super, super fun. So, yeah. Put this to the side. But I may pull this other one out later. Okay, so that is an oldie but a goodie. Can't say that I use it all the time, but another one that I've had for several years is the Affirmators or Affirmators or something. I don't know how you say it. Similarly, it's super positive. Everything in here is very, very positive. There are nothing borders on critical, or there's zero shadow work to be found in this deck. And so it's just got a plain back, so you can just sort of shuffle and draw at random. And it's whimsical, it's a little bit cheeky, but it's very, very, very positive, very encouraging. I forgot about these bonus cards. Let me take these out. So, yeah. They have fun illustrations. I would say childlike, not childish. So maybe, good when your inner child needs a little pat on the back, these guys. All right, so that is the Affirmators, or Affirmators. I'm not sure how they intend you to say it, but there's the book. 50 cards. All right. Another old one. So I'm gonna go with things that I've had for a while. So this little cutie, I don't even know if this is available anymore, or what version it's available in. So these are these little bitty mini cards. See how small they are? So right away it's super cute. And it's called Animatras, and it is a chakra oracle deck. So I colored the sides, or the edges, so that they correspond with different chakras. So the idea here is, they're all mixed up. The idea here is you're going to pull one, and it's going to give you a little message keyed to a chakra. So be reliable, be unique, be busy. They're all about attributes that you could cultivate. Theoretically, something that's relevant to what you're going through right now when you would draw this, maybe to end a spread or singly. I know some people use them pretty consistently with a spread, you know, to sort of pull in a chakra energy. And then you can go to the guidebook. So this is the first book that I'm going to suggest you use the guidebook. So when you pull one, then you can look it up, and then you have a little mantra, an inner mantra, right? Keyed to a chakra. So these would all be the root chakra, about safety and security. So you could read a little bit about that chakra, and then a little story about the animal and the animal's strengths and personal characteristics, and how you might incorporate that in a positive way into what you're cultivating for yourself. So that is called the Animatras. It used to be sold with this cute little bag, and I could just keep everything in like that. Super cute, right? Like I said, I have no idea what version that's in right now. Okay, another one that I've had for a while is this Cheryl Richardson. I believe that DarkFae said she was in the process of collecting all of the Cheryl Richardsons as Christmas presents for herself. This one I actually keep in my dining area where I eat, and I use this to just give myself a little bit of gentle encouragement on the days when I need it. Let's face it, that's every day. So, excuse me, this does not need a guidebook. You just pull a card, and you've got a little short message on one side. This is about choice, and then some encouraging words. Worry less about making the right choice and more about being strong enough to handle any outcome. Or here's one for energy. This is good for this time of year. A little hot chocolate or a latte. Stop trying to please everyone. Everyone is a whole lot of people. Protect your energy. Just, you know, nothing controversial here, just good, strong advice. Focus, my absolute yes list. If you focus on what you don't want, there's a good chance you might get it. Focus on what you do want instead. So again, very positive stuff. And this is Cheryl Richardson. So this is her self-care wisdom card. She does have several decks out. I've only got one other one, but this is the one that I used. And 52 cards, pretty decent size, right? All right, let's see. Okay, so this one. Now, you could say, well, I don't know, is that really, you know, a affirmation supportive oracle? I think it is. Now this, I got the collector's edition, but it is available now as a mass market deck. And I suspect that the mass market deck is just as good as this one. And this is the one where you want to use the book. So I'm going with the premise that, so Angi Sullins, you know, she defines a witch as a woman in total control of herself. So I say that in itself is a mindset that's very positive, even though you might pull something here that could have, I don't know, I mean, it's not all sunshine and candy and that sort of stuff, like this Thief of Peace. But, you know, you're going to read the message about the Thief of Peace because it's all about, you know, owning your own life. And I think that that in and of itself is an affirmation, saying, no, this is my life. I get to do this thing, even if I've pulled Thief of Peace. You know, I'm just going to talk a little bit about anxiety, stress. And we need to switch the question to what happened to me. Any unsupportive, unloving reaction you have towards yourself in times of stress is a direct result of trauma. So your job is to bring awareness to your lovableness in any given situation, so that you can encourage your sweet self and give the support your psyche so desperately needs to navigate challenging times. Treating ourselves with doubt or worry only creates more stress, right? And so the positive message is that a witch watches her thoughts carefully. She knows she's living a life today that a younger version of herself could only marvel at. You'll do that again, and with more and more grace, once you let go of the heavy thoughts weighing down your possibilities and clouding your clarity. So I do feel like this deck is a very positive, supportive deck. The book that came with the Kickstarter was just beautiful. I'm assuming that the mass market version is just as good. It has the same text, maybe some variation on it, and the art is just fantastic. Really, really beautiful art, I think. Okay, so put that one to the side. That was Witch, the woman in total control of herself. Something a little lighter is this Oracle deck by Amanda Lovelace, who now has, I think, a tarot deck out. She's got a new deck out. Haven't seen it, but I know it's out there. And just the title alone, Believe in Your Own Magic, right? So you know this is going to be an encouraging, supportive kind of deck. And this is one that has this kind of cool, let me get it together here. Right, so we've got this nice crown here. So already we're feeling good about ourselves. And it's got this lovely sort of pastel watercolor artwork. And I think that you could work without the book on this one and be very happy just to stay with these words and these images. And it's just useful right there. But let's just take a look at the book on this one. This was just resonating for me because I just had a trip that really challenged me a lot. So let's see. Let's take a look at what the book has to say for this one. Confidence. It comes with time and practice. It seems like everywhere around you, people are chattering about how confident they are and just how freeing it feels. You wish you could relate to them, but you haven't gotten there yet. Listen, it's all right. Confidence is not an instant or an overnight evolution. Just like with everything else, it takes time, practice, and a lot of unlearning of toxicity. So just look at a couple more of these. And I think, hopefully, you can see why I think this is a supportive deck. Okay, let's just turn the stack over. So sometimes it gives you little instructions for things to do, and sometimes it's just asking you to kind of reconsider your experience. Oh, bitch fire, that's funny. Okay, so put that one aside. That is the Believe in Your Own Magic Oracle deck by Amanda Lovelace. All right, this next deck is actually 3 decks, soon to be 4 decks. So I love these Heroes Journal side quest decks, and they are exactly what they say. They're side quests. I think it's very supportive to be willing to step away from whatever's going on and just do something else for a little while. That's, I think, a very healthy thing to do, and that's exactly what these decks have you do. So draw, quest, repeat. They're just little side quests. Let's just pull a couple and see. Relax your shoulders, unclench your jaw, take a deep breath. Watch or read something that makes you laugh. Go see a movie or watch one of your favorites at home. Learn a new recipe and try to make it. That might not be so relaxing for me. But anyway, read or listen to a book for 15 minutes. So you just pull something at random and give it a shot. Now, I'll tell you the truth. Sometimes when I'm using these decks, I'll pull something and it's like, well, that's just not happening. And then I pull another one. Because you know what? It's not about forcing yourself to do something. It's about doing something that's going to make you feel better. So there's 3 of these decks out now. There's another one coming out. I backed it on Kickstarter. I'm super looking forward to it. And I will review that new one when it comes out. So be sure to hit the like button and to subscribe if you want to find out about the new one, because I'll be one of the first people to get it and do a walkthrough. All right, this one is called Dimensions of Light and it's by Alana Fairchild. Extremely prolific deck creator, Blue Angel. So, you know, the deck stock is exactly what you expect from Blue Angel. This one is a square shape, so unlike a lot of Blue Angel things, look, the book and the cards and the box are all the same size. And it's just these beautiful mandalas. And I would say, for me, sometimes I just pull a card and just look at it. It's like, well, which is the right way up? Whichever way you say it is, right? I just gaze at it, and I find that's very, very supportive. However, you don't have to. If you look on the back of the cards, you'll see that there's a number, and you can read about it. So my ankle is still a little wonky. Let's try that. So this is, what did we say, 21? So I'll let you just gaze on that, and I will read the text for 21. So the book, it does have the image, but it's not color, so that doesn't really help much. It does help you confirm that you are looking at the right one, though, right? So I see from the artwork I got the right one. And this is called Magic in Her Method. So have a look. Let me take this out so you don't get distracted by other artwork. The sacred feminine, the goddess, is a supreme creatrix, capable of beautifully timed manifestations according to higher workings of wisdom and generous, good-natured genius. As she works in spirals rather than linearly, there can be moments in our creative manifestation process where we might feel further than ever from what we are seeking. Yet in a short time, we will find ourselves in the right place at the right moment, and seemingly out of nowhere, things fall into place. Do not give in to the voices of doom and gloom that say it should have happened by now, so it won't happen at all. Fortunately, the marvelous methods of the goddess cannot be constrained by the ominous predictions of humankind. Trust in her wild ways. And so isn't that beautiful? And isn't it like a nice little just step away from what's going on, take a break, get a little mind thing going on. So I really like these. The next one, instead of being so much about what you see, is about what you hear. And there's no way for me to really demonstrate this for you because, technology, I don't have the whole thing going on. So this Crystal Sound Hearing Oracle, really new to me. I only got it this summer. It's 48 singing bowl audios. So Jeralyn Glass had a personal tragedy. She's an opera singer, and she turned to these glass bowls, or these crystal bowls, rather, I should say. And in the book, there is some text about whatever you pull. And each of these cards, let's see, it's a little mixed up. Yeah, this must have been the last one I pulled. Okay, here we go. So it explains, this is going to be card 44. It explains which crystals are in the bowl, which minerals, and it gives you some keywords. And then you can go and you can listen to the sound of that crystal bowl being played. So I just pull one at random, although I have deliberately pulled a specific card because I wanted that quartz. So like this looks like a rose quartz. So you can pull something specifically if you want to tune into the qualities of that crystal or mineral and then listen to it. Or you can just pull at random, either way. So how does this work? So let's take a look at this one. So maybe I'm doing it intentionally and I want to activate strength and life force. I want to get that chi going. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull over here, turn this card over, and see how there's a QR code. So maybe you could try it if you like froze the screen and put your phone here and try that QR code. Then I'm going to get the sound of a bowl that has Tibetan copper in it. So the instructions that she gives are what you should do is you read the text, you read the message, what it might mean for you, read all of this stuff, and then as you're listening to the sound, you can use this little mantra, repeat that a few times while you're listening to activate the mantra and the energy of the sound of the bowl. And I found that to be really surprisingly, it's like it really activates stuff with me. Maybe I'm just sensitive to sound, I don't know, but it works. For me, it works. The Sound Healing Oracle. So I thought that was kind of a nice pair. This Alana, the Dimensions of Light, the Alana Fairchild, that's a visual thing. And then this one is an oral, you know, so it kind of depends. You know, we all learn or are sensitive to different senses. So I kind of like this pair, sight and sound. All right, and I put these to the side, and now we're up to my 10th deck, which is brand new, brand spanking new. I just got it in. It has been out for a while, and if I'm reading the social media stuff right, I think she's, Kimberly Tsan is redesigning this, making it look a little different. But for now, this is what it looks like. I do love her little mini stuff. So I got the little one in the little magnetic closure box, which is so cute. And the book itself does not explain individual cards. Individual cards are self-explanatory, but it explains how you use the deck. It's got a couple of spreads at the end, which I tried. Which one did I do? I did this one, Messages from Team Light, and I found it very encouraging because it's had a little inner child, higher self, universe, always trying to get in touch with both myself as well as all the energies around me. So it's a small book, but it helps you to understand how she designed it, what she was going through. What does she call it? Her dark night of the soul? I think that's what she calls it. She had a rough year. If you follow her on social, you could follow her on that. And I did follow her on that journey. So it's nice to have this. This is not really, come on camera. It's just so pastel-y. It's just hard to read. So that's the kind of support of the deck. And you shuffle this. I put this back in order so I could kind of walk through and show it to you. It's not really filming all that well. Let me try putting a light on, see if that helps. I don't know that it will. Give it a shot. No, it's not. That's not going to help. Okay. I'll just pull it up and see. So as you can see, there's like this little holographic heart here. So when you look at the card, you activate it by putting a finger, whichever finger you like, on the heart and saying, I am enough, I am enough, I am enough, or you are enough, you are safe, you are not a burden, you hide because you want to be found. So there's like these different themes in here with different colors. Your pain is real. It wasn't your fault. You survived. I forgive myself for being the person I've been in order to survive. I dare to love a little more. This is not photographing well. I release the need to look for danger in every connection I have. Right, so it does get into some stuff, but it's an affirmations oracle, and I find it, so far, I've only used it a little bit, but I find it useful both as a single card as well as in that sample spread I used. I think I will try all the spreads that she has in the book. There's just like 4 or 5 of them, so it's not a big deal to try them all. I allow myself to unfold. Actually, that's a nice message for us to end on. So that is the Align Affirmations Oracle, Heart Align, I should say. And she's doing this, going to do a series, so this one's got a heart on it because it's the Heart Align. And we'll see where she goes with this. So she had a rough year, but something came of it, which in itself is an affirmation for all of us. So I thought this was a super fun tag. I enjoyed doing it. I would love to see your tag. So if you are doing this and you posted a video, please put it below so I can find yours and watch it. I always surprise myself by the fact that I actually have more tarot decks, more oracle decks than tarot decks. Yeah, I really like oracle decks, but I was a little surprised that finding 10 that were just straight up like supportive affirmation kind of decks. Yeah, I just barely came up with 10. And some of them you might not agree with me. So yeah, but I think all of these were really supportive, and thanks for watching. If you liked it, hit the like button. And like I said, if you make one of these, please put it below so I can find it and watch it. I'm always up for the good news. Thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye.